Hello and welcome back to the morning commute with Hopi living in the city. It is 64 degrees outside. Let's try a different setting here. Whoa, that looks weird, huh? I was hoping it wouldn't be too busy on the freeway today because I'm leaving a little late. What do you think about this view? Got rid of the hood. But good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It is a beautiful Monday morning. Kukui, kukui. I hope you all had a great weekend. Hope you're rested and ready for another week. It is the 27th of October and it's somebody's birthday today. So if you know who, be sure to wish them happy birthday. And I had me a cup of coffee this morning when I was cleaning up the computer files, working on some thumbnails, and the missus was able to get a box of the Christmas blend from Sam's Club, so I broke into that this morning, and man, that was it. The first taste was so good, and I didn't remember how good it tasted, and I forgot that it's a little bit strong, not a lot, but it does have a nice little kick. And so I had that, and then I had some of my probiotic drink and vitamins. But I was leaving late because I couldn't find, well, for one, my bag felt a little wet. I don't know what was going on with that, but I had to change that out. And then I also couldn't find my ring and my wallet. So I'm a little late today, but it's not. I was hoping traffic would be lighter, but it should be. We should be fine. And we are traveling to Central Phoenix right now. We have a full agenda again. We have the couple analyzers that were delivered recently in the past few weeks. One of them is pretty much ready. I just need to review some more reports on that. I'm trying to get end users to really identify anything that needs to be addressed before the main training and go live, so we can knock those out beforehand, get everything documented, and it's good to have everyone's input and not just a few, because all users need to contribute to the overall quality of the lab. And then another instrument, I'm trying to wait and see if I can get a response from the company for the connection. I may need to run an extra Ethernet cable to a port and see if we can get a remote connection. So I think I'm going to work on that today, and I'm still also working on the satellite clinic, and its specimens being run locally instead of being sent out. I was supposed to order some windshield wiper blades for this, but I didn't get a chance. But I did finally order the nozzle, because remember, the passenger side is missing, or something's wrong with it. It's just gone. Okay, we are back to 1X. And over the weekend I was able to put on the Bilstein shocks on the 2016 And man, it rides so solid. It's just feels good. And I can't wait to get the front swapped over to the Bilsteins. And I'm still waiting to pay the additional amount for my Bilstein shocks and struts to be changed to some KYB strut assemblies and rear shocks. I think I need about $230 more to pay, and that's gonna feel good on this truck. And I was looking at how-tos for the VW, and I want to get the missus some, at least start her with some rear Bilstein shocks, because when she goes over like a bump or something, you can really feel that it hits hard. So I want to get some of those. Let's see what's on the radio or the news today.
Every year.
Yeah.
Those increases are important. If you didn't have them, your payments, over the course of 20 years would be sort of much, much lower in real terms.
So I'm just curious about the CPI, because it's that's a lot of gobbledygook to most of us.
Yeah.
What goes into the consumer price index, and what is left out? Because man, it feels like I'm paying a lot at the grocery store. Certainly more than 2%, 2.8%.
Yes, so food and things like that are included in the CPI. The way it works is they have, their employees go around and check the prices of literally thousands of goods across the economy, across different locations in the economy, and then they average that all together based on sort of what the average person spends on different things. So housing is in there, gasoline, airline flights, even small like haircuts are going to be in there. So sort of almost anything you can think of that you spend money on is probably going to be in the CPI.
And since we do have an econ professor at our disposal here, I gotta ask, I know you didn't come up with this term, but how do they call it core inflation when they take out food and energy costs? And I'm like, gas. You take out gasoline and my grocery costs, and that's core in my economy.
So the Social Security index is indexed to the overall inflation, not the core inflation. The Fed follows core inflation largely because things like gasoline, especially gasoline, is very volatile.
Right.
So you can see gasoline go up 20%, down 20%, and that largely has to do not with the U.S. economy, but sort of global issues, right? So, when we see things happening in the Middle East, that can cause the price of gas to go up or down a lot. With food is also volatile, but much less volatile than gas. So the idea is they want to strip away these things and really get to the core of inflation, based on their monetary policy. And so the idea is that their monetary policy doesn't really impact the prices of things like food and gas. But for the Social Security, for those things, those are put into inflation. So if the price of food goes up, Social Security benefits will be tied to it.
Okay, very good.
That is our favorite econ professor, Evan Taylor, who is at the University of Arizona and joins us, and we enjoy his time because he talks about stuff that we don't know anything
In education.
yes.
That's right,
It's
exactly.
like, why does that happen? Why?
All right, coming up in moments, you thought the flooding in Globe was bad? Wait till you hear what Jamaica could be in for.
It's unbelievable. First, though, live in the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center, John Roller.
All right, one crash really slowing things down right now. Southbound I-17 have a crash in the HOV lane just south of Glendale now. DPS troopers have showed up on the scene, and they are blocked in the number 1 lane. So heavy slowing, lean to the right as you come southbound on Dunlap. Start working your way to the right, but it is going to cost you a few extra minutes on your ride into downtown Phoenix. Eastbound I-10 right now about 23 minutes from the 101 into downtown Phoenix. Surface streets fairly quiet. One crash in Chandler Boulevard, just east of the Loop 101 Bryce Freeway. John Wooler, KTAR News.
Sunny today with a 2026 Genesis GV70. Its bold design and sophisticated interior set a new standard for luxury SUVs. Drive the GV70 home with a special low 2.99% APR financing rate or up to 60 months for qualified buyers. And if you're ready to transition from a competing luxury brand, you may qualify for a generous $1,000 competitive owner bonus offer on select models. At Genesis of Scottsdale, we redefine ownership with an elevated process that respects your time. Experience the difference. Visit us today. That's Genesis of Scottsdale.
APR for 60 months is $1,785 for 1,000 minors for well-qualified buyers through Genesis Motor Finance. Down payment varies. $1,000 competitive owner bonus on select 2026 GV70 models with current registration of qualified brand. Must be applied to down payment. Includes mandatory $618 protection package. Price excludes tax, title, license, and $599 doc fee. Offer ends 11/3/25. See Genesis of Scottsdale for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com.
People hated the inflation we saw during the pandemic, supply chain snafus, and the stimulus payments from the government to households during those years. You'd think prices are prices, inflation is inflation. If we hated 2022 inflation, we'll hate 2026 tariff inflation in the very same way. What is your understanding about how humans really work tell you about my proposition that inflation is inflation?
You would think that price increases are price increases. You know, money is fungible. If I have less money in my wallet, I don't like it, and it doesn't matter why I have it. So my research shows that tariffs are special because tariffs are a specific policy tool. People have this attitude where they like consuming things that other people want but can't have. We call this superiority seeking. We have a lot of data basically implicating this attitude as being held by a large portion of the population. And the price increase that you're paying for this consumption could actually be kind of the price of entry into this new regime. So, you know, prices are going up, but I'm willing to take the brunt of it as long as I know, you know, countries that have taken advantage of America now don't have access to U.S. goods. Maybe given the narrative around